Hi everybody, we are here to walk you through the June Club Q kits. If you are a Club Q member, thank you for being a Club Q member. If you are not, you can sign up and get these kits. It's $32 a month, free shipping. You always get 2 double page layouts plus an extra pack of paper, plus you get these instructional videos to go with it. So it's really a great deal. You get a lot of stuff each month if you sign up for Club Q, and it is at shopquickquotes.com, and click on Club Q and you can sign up there. The kits we are doing this month, they're June kits and they are fun, beautiful, bright colors. We have the colors of summertime, and then we also have Hello Sweet Summer. This one's really fun. I love the watermelon on it. So this is what I'm going to walk you through today, step by step, and I'm going to give you a little preview of July. So if you're thinking of signing up, oops, this is on this side. If you're thinking of signing up, you can sign up and still ask for June if you want to, or you can sign up and get the July kits. And again, it is 2 double page layouts with all the instructions and everything to go with it. Plus you get an instructional video and a paper pack for $32, and you always get free shipping. The great thing about Club Q, it's our monthly kit club, so you always get brand new stuff sent to you, but you get to preview it. So if it's something that you won't use, you always have the chance to opt out. So you are not stuck with something that you wouldn't use. There's also other benefits with Club Q, and you can save 10% on other orders and lots of extra stuff. So thank you for being a member. If you're not a member, check out the website at shopquickquotes.com and get signed up today. And oh, also when you sign up in your first shipment, you get an entire starter set free. So you get an extra like 40 some dollars, oh actually, and you get 3 inks free as well. So you get almost $50 worth of product extra in your first kit. So if you haven't signed up, sign up, get our new stuff each month, and join Club Q. Now we will get started with the instructional videos. Okay, we're going to get started with the kit that is called Colors of Summertime. So I have my sample down here, and if this is your first Quick Quotes kit, just so you know, all of our directions come with clear color picture on the front. There's suggestions for powder puff chalking ink colors, but these are only suggestions. If you have other colors that you feel like will match, or you want to brighten it up with some other color, you go ahead and use whatever you have. On this kit, we suggest sunset, fall leaves, summer sun, and jade. I have a few colors here. Instead of jade, I'm using emerald forest. There's desert sun, summer days, peaches and cream, fall leaves. Those are some other suggestions. Get these out of the way. And then here is the kit that we'll be putting together. And on our instructions too, there's always step-by-step instructions. You can follow what I'm saying and just hit pause whenever you want, or you can just go step-by-step by these instructions. I might go a little different than what these instructions say, but there's always clear instructions in each kit for you. So we are going to get started. And to get started on this kit, we first need the 2 background pages, which look like this, the 2 stripe papers. They are dotted on one side, stripe on the other, and we're going to use the stripes for the backgrounds. And we will work on page 1 first. So I'm going to move my sample out of the way, get my background page in here. I'm going to make sure that that's right in the picture. Okay. And in our instructions, it always says at the top what the cutting instructions are first, so that you can get the cutting out of the way. There are 2 cutting diagrams for this one. We don't always have a cutting diagram, We try to have a lot of things pre-cut or laser cut for you, but these are pretty simple diagrams, so we are going to go through that first. So grab your diagram, hit pause whenever you need to. We're going to do some cutting. Get my trimmer out here. So we will do one of the dotted papers first and do this diagram first. So it's a dotted paper, stripe on one side, dot on the other. And we are going to cut, we're going to start with the 3 by 4.5 inch pieces here. So let's put our paper in at 4.5. We're going to trim all the way up. And we're going to want to make 3 3-inch pieces here. So we'll turn it. So that was at 4.5. We'll turn it and cut it at 3. And 3. And you have some left over, so if you are using your paper pack that comes along with it, you could use this for another kit. We'll just set that aside. So these are 3 by 4.5. And then what is left over, we are going to cut 5.5 by 3.5. So I'm going to go to the 5.5. And trim. Turn your paper to 3.5. So, yeah. Cut it 3.5. Move it down. 3.5. Move it down. And 3.5. So you should have 3.5 by 5.5, and 3 by 4.5. And we'll set all these aside for when we need them later. We are going to do the navy blue diagram. So go ahead and grab your navy blue paper. We're going to cut this 5-inch by 12-inch strip off first. So put it in at 5. And all the way down. And then we are going to move it over, and we need 3 4x6s. So we're going to go to 6. Trim. Turn it and cut at 4. 4. 4 again. And then the last one will be 4. So you have 3 4x6s. So that was a simple cutting head diagram. You can set those aside until we need them later. The only other trim we need to make is on your quote strip here. So we're going to trim off the white and have that ready to go for when we get to page 2. And this one is a little bit pre-chalked for you, but you feel free to chalk anything up as we go. That's what's great about the Powder Puff chalking inks. You can tailor the page to whatever colors you like best. And any of these pieces, you can chalk up as you go, or just hit pause and you can chalk everything and then come back to the instructions as well. So our trimmer, I believe we are done with the trimmer for this kit. Oops. And we are going to get started on page 1. The first piece you need, oh, and the die cuts and the lasers that we put in there, we always say at the top to punch out all the die cuts and lasers. This one I did punch out from the beginning because I like to match them up and sit them to the side. So there's lots of ones that need to be matched up. On other kits, when it's just some lasers that need punched out and can kind of use as we go, I wait and so I don't lose anything and I keep them in and punch them out as I go. But this particular kit, I actually punch them out so that we can match them up for the sizes and stuff. So if you want to punch out all your laser cuts. And then we are going to start with page 1. The first thing we put down is this little green pocket here. So this came out of your lasers. And we just want to put adhesive along the bottom, or you can put a little on the side too if you want to, but it's going to be a pocket when we put it down here. So just put it along the bottom so that you can still slide the lasers, or the tags in. So that goes flush to the bottom and left of your page. That makes a little pocket for your tags. We are going to grab the 5x12 that we just trimmed out. And that goes about an inch from the right side of the page. And I'm just putting a little bit of glue to tack this down because it's just a sample, but you might want to use just a little bit more than I am. Okay, so flush to the top and bottom, just about an inch in. And I'm saying about because this one, it doesn't really matter, anywhere around an inch. And I work in abouts. If you work in exacts, you can definitely get a ruler and measure that out. Mine is almost an inch there. Okay, now we are going to layer the tags. Got some adhesive on here. And this is what I love about this kit, is that it's super simple to put together, but once it's done, it feels like it has lots on the page. So there is a tag, two blue tags, one yellow and one orange. And be very careful as you take these out. We don't always do laser cuts that are this delicate, but I just thought this was really a cute one with the sunflowers. And what I am going to do is I'm just going to put a little adhesive on the back of the sunflower here. When you go to get a picture, actually put a picture in there, you can trace around your picture here, cut out your picture so it fits exactly behind there, or you can put a little journaling piece in there or something, but I am going to just put a little adhesive right here. If you are gluing the entire tag down, you want to use a glue pen, something skinny, so that you can get the adhesive right on there. But if you don't want to glue that down all the way, you can just put a little adhesive here, which I'm going to do. And then once it gets tucked into the pocket, it holds that piece down. So you can see I just didn't even put any adhesive there. Once you get a picture under there, you slide it into the pocket and it will stay, hold that down. So up to you. Okay, I'm just going to scoot these to the side a little bit for now, and we are going to grab the largest stem and one of the smaller ones, and I have the smaller one curves to the right. It does not have to, you can choose whichever one you want to use, but I use the one that curved to the right. And we are going to place these in the pocket first. And again, I'm just using a little bit of adhesive because this part, the bottom will be tucked underneath here. The top will have a sunflower glued to it, so you don't necessarily have to have adhesive the entire stem. Okay, so the first small one, it goes about 2 inches in from the left. The larger one is basically centered between the stem and the blue. And the big blue piece, so centered between those two. And now we are going to find the biggest sunflower. So out of all the ones that you punched out, find the largest backer that is orange and the largest yellow sunflower. And we're going to match those up. If you have it all twisted and turned, just keep turning it until you find that it matches exactly. Or you can also not match it up exactly and you can have more of the orange showing around. In my photo on the instructions, we actually matched it up exactly. So we're going to do that. And then there is a center that goes right on there. I'm going to chalk up a couple of those, glue this on. If it's twisted a little bit and some of the orange is showing, that looks just as good too. And I'm going to choose, let's see, I really like this new fall leaves color. I'm going to do that on the sunflower. And I'm going to just do the very edges here. And it just kind of brightens it up and gives it a little extra dimension on there. This might be my new favorite color. I did like pumpkin pie from our last set as well. And if you don't have the new set and you have not heard, we finally got them in. So we have them on the website right now. If you want the new colors, this fall leaves is in the new box of colors. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. And I just put it right in the center because I'm going to slide photo backers in behind that there. Okay, so the next sunflower is actually a medium size. You want the medium yellow backer and the medium orange front to go on there. You can see there's small, medium, and large, and you want the medium to go next to this on the first page. So I'm gonna, actually, you know what? I think I might mix it up and I might not do exactly on the back there. A little adhesive. I'm going to turn mine a little bit so you can see the yellow on purpose. Again, I'm going to chalk it up with a little orange, and you can see the yellow coming out there. I kind of like that. Okay, and then that one gets glued down. I'm going to try, here is some desert sun. I'm going to do that on the circle in the middle. Like that color. And another circle here. And I'll show you what, I'm using lots of different colors. You just choose one or two, or you can use as many as you'd like. This is peaches and cream. This one has kind of a softer peach to it, not quite as bold as the fall leaves. Glue both of these on. And then you have your tags. We're going to tuck those in. Actually, I'll chop that one up. This one is Summer Days. That just adds some really bright yellow on there. Try it on the orange. I don't like that one as much, but tuck these in. However you feel it looks best on yours. I usually do one a little lower than the other, just to offset it a little bit. And then we have little buttons that go in, and all of our kits are buttons and embellishments. They always come in a little neatly packed bag like this. And you want a green, you just use a little adhesive behind there, and an orange button. And then the last part on this page, we are actually going to do the half sunflowers here. So there was one that has a cut in the middle. So line those up. It's a medium-sized one, and it's cut in the middle. You know what? I think I may have this backwards. Let's try that. There we go. There's one that fits on each half. And go ahead and chalk those up if you want to. Yeah, I love that fall leaves color on there. And then those go not even quite 1/4 inch from the top and 1/4 inch from the bottom. I think it's a little less than 1/4 inch. But either way, we're going to just center the pictures. So if it's a little off from mine, that's totally fine. So in the center and close to 1/4 inch from the top and the bottom. Then we will take, so remember we cut these. One is smaller than the other, so you want to take all the smaller ones, the 3 smaller pieces, and those are 3 by 4.5. So you want all the 3 by 4.5. We are going to chalk those up. Another color that would be really nice with this, I don't have here, would be the navy or the denim color would be really nice with this blue too. This is Emerald Forest. I'm going to actually do mine in green around the edges just to bring out that green color a little bit. But if you want to stay with brighter colors, you go ahead and use your oranges and yellows. I'm going to do green. And the way that I'm going to do this is I'm going to put this first one, adhere this first one. Then I'm going to take, actually maybe I'll do these all in different colors. Pull these. Adhere. And what you can do before you put adhesive on here, get these lined out the way that you want them. And then this is Desert Sun. The way that you want them so that you know they fit like you want them to fit. I just like to see the spacing first. So then what I do is I pick up the top and the bottom, adhere that down, and then put adhesive behind the middle. And then your first page is completely done. Oh, actually there's 2 buttons. Once you get those adhered with pictures, you add your buttons there. Super simple, cute page, fun and summary. But your first page is done, and we are going to move the second one in. Get my sample. So here's the sample. Move the second one in here. And we are going to start with the 3 4x6 blue pieces. And again, chalk these up any way you like. I think I'm going to do 3 different colors again. It's kind of fun. There's also, this one is actually called Mermaid. It's kind of a lighter green. This one's kind of fun too, on this page. There's so many colors that match this. So I'm sure if you have a stash of Powder Puff chalking inks, you have a color that will match, because there's lots of options for this one. That's what's great about summer pages, is that there's so much color in them. Okay, so let's get these onto the photo backers here. The blue. Oh. When we do our live events, I love hearing what colors people are using for the kits, because sometimes it's something that we haven't even thought of as far as a color that will match the kit or complement the colors. And speaking of live events, we have, every few months we have a live event that we do on our Facebook page, and you get a whole bundle of kits and we walk you through them. It's a really fun day. We are taking a break right now from them because we are getting ready for our private reserve events, which most of them, we have 3 in-person events, and then we are doing the same event online. So we will be in California, Washington State, and Pennsylvania in the fall, in September. And then we will be doing the same event online in November. So if you can't get to one of those states, but this event is so much fun. It is like 2.5 days of classes, crops, prizes, giveaways. It's $2.99 for the weekend, but we give you way over $2.99 in product. It's just a really fun event to attend. So check that out on our website, shopquickquotes.com, and it is under events and workshops, and it is the private reserve 3-day events. Okay, so we are going to match the 3 sunflowers up. So you should have 2 orange backers and a yellow, and then put the fronts on them. I'm going to go ahead and put these on. But yeah, if you can make it to one of our private reserve events, it is such a fun weekend. We really go over the top for the weekend, and you get brand new kits. You actually finish 28 pages in person when you go to the in-person events. In the online event, you actually finish 30 or 32, because at the in-person events, we have lunch catered for you, so lunch is included. But with the online one, we can't do that, so we give you a couple extra kits to do. But it's such a fun event, and you get so much stuff in one weekend. So I'm just going by the picture on the directions for this layout, and I'm just placing things kind of where they need to be, and I usually lay them down on the page before I glue anything down, just so I can see where I want things. We have 2 stems here. And if you need to move these down a little bit, you can always trim off the end of the stem. That's totally up to you. You can move things around depending on where your pictures are. You don't want to cover up too much of this picture, so depending on what picture you put in there, you may want to trim this down a little bit. And then I'm just going to kind of place these like the picture. We have 1 tag, and again, I'm just going to glue here and here, but once you get your picture in, you also can use a glue pin and do that really delicate small edge. And there's that, and I'm going to chalk that up a little bit with orange. I just love that extra little bit of color that it gives. Okay, and then in the beginning, we cut out our summertime words. All you do with that is, and here's your little button for your tag. And this we put, you can chalk these up whatever color you want here too. We put a little chalk around the edges already, but I'm gonna make mine a little brighter here, or add green or another color if you want to. And we are just going to attach this about an inch up from the bottom. And what I do is I lay it where I want it placed, and then take a paper piercer, or even I will use the edge of my scissors here. Make a little hole. Don't tell John I'm poking into his desk here. He'll never know. Okay, so, and then I just pick up the edge, put my brad through, pull it apart in the back. Do the same for this side. Put the hole where you need it. And we are finished with that entire layout. That's a quick one, and it has fun summery colors, and you even have a few things left over. Oh, there's the circles here too for the front. But you have a few pieces, little pieces, scraps left over that you can save to do something else with your free paper pack that comes in your Club Q. And we are finished. Thank you so much for being a Club Q member. If you are not and you would like to join in on these kits, check out shopquickquilts.com and go to Club Q and sign up to join us each month. And we appreciate you being a member. Thanks so much.